Say good morning, sunshine. Say sunshine.
Sunshine.
Say sunshine.
Sunshine.
Good morning, sunshine. Can you tell them happy,
Happy.
healthy,
Happy.
love,
Love.
safe,
Faith.
good boy,
Boy.
nice,
Nice.
love, champion.
Catman.
Yay! Guys, good morning, sunshines. Here we are. Good kisses. There's Whitten John. Okay, we're gonna do this. Yeah, they're doing hearts. They're doing hearts. Good morning, sunshines. I tried to post. I mean, I've been doing my story occasionally. Hearts, you love the hearts. And I tried to post yesterday, but it wouldn't post. Wouldn't post. So there's a reason. Hold you? Okay, I hold you. I hold you. Drink. Wouldn't post, so I figured I just needed to go live this morning. So here we go. Say good morning, sunshines. Yeah, do you want your drink? You want to go with Daddy get a drink?
Daddy.
Daddy, go get a drink. You guys, he gets to drink right now, which is amazing, amazing. Say I love you. Say love you. Bye-bye. I'm not leaving. He's going to leave, except for he can't get in a seat like that. So you guys, I want to just come on and share with you what's going on, give you details, just so many things. But I wanted Woody to say hi before he goes down and gets you a drink. Okay, say sunshine. See you in a minute. Say bye.
When we get your drink, what can I get?
You can't. I would just go distract him. I don't think you should have one for at least an hour or two.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so here we are at the hospital. We've gone through a lot of different things, and I don't even really know where to start sharing, but I know this is what I do when I go live, and my eloquency, is that even a word? Might not be too great, but we're going to go for it anyways. And I will give, like, some people have been watching the whole time, some people haven't watched the whole time, so I'm going to give, like, the quick notes version, because if you were like, I'm going to go back and watch the story, you can't watch the story because stories are for 24 hours, so now you don't really know the things. First thing that I wanted to share, good morning to all of you guys, is obviously a huge gratitude for all of the prayers that you guys have been sending, all of the love, all of the light. So just, I'm coming, buddy, here I come. I gotta act like I'm going, let's go.
Look at the bunnies.
All right, let's go look at the bunnies.
Let's go outside, look at the bunnies.
Okay. Oh, shh. My leaves. Yeah, guys, say good morning, sunshine, as you jump on. And then you can do hearts for Woody. He's not here now, but you can just post them and he can look at them later. Anyways, so let's set you guys somewhere where I can get comfortable. Is this it? Not really, but that's fine. We'll do this. No, that's not good. Okay. So number one, thank you for that. Number two, like, why am I sharing? Why am I sharing my journey? Like, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I hear some people like, this is so private. Like, why would you put anything on social media? And I have a couple different reasons. Number one, you guys, what I've learned is that anything we go through in life that challenges us, we have the ability to support others in their journey. Anything that you go through, and all of us go through different levels of shit, different levels of pain, turmoil, tragedy, and when we step up and we're willing to share with other people, we're able to help them in their situation. So I think sharing is important. I noticed this even, like, you know, when I did happy vlogging, let's just say that, like, when I did that for, like, my deliveries, I have helped so many women with hypnobirthing, as silly as it is, on TikTok, because they want to know about the process. So I was like, as I went in here, I thought about it, like, am I just going to go silent, radio silent for however long, or am I going to share? And I thought, you know what, I'm going to share, because what if I can help somebody? What if my story can help someone? And in it, I found it so much more than that. I found that I feel human when I share. It brings me some, like, sort of like normalcy. I'm not going to cry too much on this, but I might cry a lot on it. I didn't think I was going to cry at all because I've cried so much already. But it makes me feel connected. It makes me feel like I'm still in my routine. And it's part of what I do, right? I shared authentically my life with you guys for how long, right? You guys have seen the bad times. You've seen me in total turmoil. You've seen me after my concussion when I didn't have any sort of mindset. You've seen 2 deliveries of my babies. I've been so authentic with you guys in my journey, and I wanted to continue to do that. So when people say, why are you sharing, or why would you use social media? If you don't want to watch my shit, don't watch my shit. I don't care, right? I just think that it's important. The other piece that I found, you guys, is the love. I know, Brittany, it's okay to cry. I've been crying a lot. I just thought I cried all my tears out already, but obviously not. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need to drink more water so I can cry more tears. And look at all the hearts. My babies love that. Okay, so the other piece is the love that you guys have given. Like seriously, I post like for prayers and light, and just I literally, you guys, I'm a huge energy person. I believe God is our savior. I believe he is with me. I know that. I know that he has a purpose for the things that we're going through, and that light and love, and every one of you, even if you didn't write the little prayer hand, like every single one of you that just like looked at the post and like something in your heart just like was like whoosh, like that little ray of light, you guys, I can feel that. That's what I'm learning about myself. So I went through those, and I looked at every one of those prayer hands, and I felt you. So the other reason for sharing is that I don't want to bring like somberness to other people's worlds, or, like I'm not trying to bring negative energy out there. Obviously that's not my thing, but you guys have given so much back to me. You've given so much back to me in just this short amount of time. And I just want to say thank you for that. So that's the first piece. The next piece is just like a little catch up and a recap to let you guys know what's going on. Just background version for those people that haven't followed the story, if you weren't on there, about on the 9th of June, Whitten started peeing through the night. Mom is like whatever, my kid like pees through the bed, whatever, not a big deal. He did it again. That's not normal for him. He sleeps for 12 hours. He doesn't pee that much. I'm like, that's a lot of urine. We noticed he was drinking more. Then we noticed he's drinking and peeing all the time. We checked in with the doctor, called some nurses, just like, could it be diabetes? That's a strong sign for it. Had a doctor's appointment. He spiked a fever, 103.7. We're like, this is odd. We go into the doctors. Everything's normal. All of his lab work's normal. Everything looks good. My doctor, who is freaking amazing over at Kaiser, she's, trying to figure it out. And, we're like, I don't know if it's a potty training technique. We don't really know. She was apprehensive for us to go to Mexico, but we went, right? We go to Mexico. My bigs got to have, I'm so blessed that we got to go there, you guys. I know it was challenging for us, but they got to have this experience, this like, I don't want to say like this last experience before all this stuff, but like they got to have like just a really, really, really fun time. And it was challenging with Whitten, but we didn't know what was going on yet, right? So we came home, went back to the doctor. Everything's normal. All lab works normal. All blood works normal. Everything looks good. We're like, okay, this doesn't make sense. Finally, I pull you guys, right? I'm like, because the on-call nurse, the on-call doctor, not my doc, called back, and she's like, just wait 5 days or so. We'll see what's going on. And then I was like, I just don't know if I feel right about this. What should I do? And I use you guys a lot. I love you guys as a resource. I love your input. I love your suggestions. I love the way that you love out there. I ask you guys where I should go to dinner. I ask you what toys I should buy for my kids. I ask you if I should go to the doctor. Like, I love my social community on here, and I thank you guys for that too. So I asked, and I got a lot of answers, and a lot of people saying that it could be something called diabetes insipidus. So we ended up talking to my doctor. We scheduled, they brought us into endocrinology here at Children's Hospital to do this test called a water deprivation test. It was fucking miserable. It was horrible. I want to say like you'll hide it, every single one of you guys, but I can't. But so they do this test where basically my son's been drinking 200 ounces. This little 26-pound boy, now 24-pound boy, has been drinking 200 ounces of water a day, and they have to get it out of his system, and they have to see what his sodium levels are doing. So the doctors are doing what they're needing to do, but it just wasn't a fun until like we're like at our best point right now. This is why this is called grateful, because like we are in our sweet moment of life right now. So they start restricting water for him, completely no food, no water. And literally, you guys, imagine if you were like, you ran 10 miles in the heat in 100-degree weather and you just needed some water, and people were like, nope, you can't have any. It's like you're drowning in reverse. Right? So he goes through this process all night long, and they're monitoring everything. He's got his little IV in, they're drawing blood, we're seeing where his sodium levels are, because they're trying to do all these different tests to see what we need to do next. And it's overnight too, so we don't sleep. He feels like he's drowning in reverse. It was a fucking shitty ass fucking night, and I can cuss all I want. It was horrible. So the next day we got through the process, and we find out that it is diabetes insipidus. Like the test showed that, like, so his body isn't producing this hormone called, or does it, it's not, whatever, something with the hormone ADH. I'm giving you guys all the details here. If you don't want them, cool. ADH is adrenal dehydration hormone. It tells you to stop peeing. He's not getting the message. His pee doesn't know to stop peeing. So he's just peeing all the time, right? I love all you guys too so much. So he's peeing all the time. So his little genius body is keeping himself safe by drinking, so he doesn't go into some sort of state of dehydration that's really dangerous for his body. So he's drinking in order to stay alive so he can pee because he doesn't know to stop peeing. So this is the ADH hormone. This is what DHI is. Diabetes insipidus is not diabetes at all. It doesn't have anything to do with diabetes. It's nothing to do with your sugar levels. It's that his body isn't producing this hormone, but it's called that. I don't know why. I'm not a doctor, obviously, but I'm learning some terms for sure. Okay, so now they have to decide if his kidney's not processing ADH or if his brain's not making ADH. As it turns out, they do this little test to see if they put in ADH to see if his pee turns normal. It turns normal in 30 minutes. It's obvious at that point that it's central diabetes insipidus. This means something's going on with the brain. And they said that they knew that right away because there were some abnormal behaviors he was having before that we were it was normal kid stuff. So we're kind of watching these okay, there's some oddities that were there. So they schedule an MRI. And at this point, our worst part is just watching my kid drown in reverse. I just cannot handle that because he's in pain. I just don't want him in pain. So we're starting to regulate. They're giving him this medicine called desmopressin, DDAVP, which basically long-term management for DI is that you take, you're going to control how much you pee with this fake ADH. So he wants to have a really big pee in the morning, and then he takes this medicine, which stops him from peeing all day until 12 hours later, and then he has a really big pee in the evening, and then he sleeps through the night. That's the long-term management. So long-term management of DI is already a chore. We don't even take medication. You guys know, our family takes vitamins, right? We drink shakes. So we don't have anything on a schedule where we need something. So this is new for us. I was wow, this forever changes your life. Whitten John is going to have this thing that he needs to take care of, and it's going to be a management on all of us doing it. So that's the first realization. And for the last 2 days, we've been trying to balance that, and it's been very difficult. For some reason, I think because he had created a new homeostasis or a new set for what his water intake was. Yesterday, he just, even though he's on his medication, he wanted water all day. So yesterday was a really tough day. Last night was awesome. Last night we slept. We're starting to figure it out. We're figuring out he wants bigger amounts of water or drinks at a time, and then he won't have anything for a couple hours. I don't know. We're still figuring that out. Okay, go to the MRI. So we go in. I have to put my baby under sedation for the first time. That's not cool. Nobody wants that. He did amazing. His little body, he hugged me, and he's got his little port in his foot, and they put the stuff in there, and they're he'll be asleep in a second, just lay him down. And I lay him down, and he's a fucking fighter. He is rambunctious. This kid, Whitten John, is he is, whoa, right? So I lay him down, and he's still mommy, mommy, and they think that he's out. He's not. He's mommy, mommy. So I lay into him, and I get really close, and he hugs me. He's hold you, hold you, hold you. And I sing to him in his ear until he falls asleep, and then he's there. He goes into his MRI. We go out. I did a hardcore meditation. I talk fast, I know. Hardcore meditation and connection with God during this time. And I just visualize you guys, light going into his brain. I've asked some of you guys to do this as well if you feel called to it. I know I call in light workers. I call in people who are looking to spiritually heal the world and who are looking to make the world a better place and increase smiles. You guys know my mission, right? Increase smiles, confidence, support women, support mothers so that we can be the best for our babies. That's my gig. So if any of you feel called to do this, what I started doing is visualizing light going through his full head, his brain, all of his little being, right? And any darkness leaving his body, just little specks and flakes, floating into the sky and turning into light. It's not you're pushing darkness back out. You're it turns into light when it leaves his little body. So I'm in this deep visualization while he's going through his MRI, and I feel connected, you guys. I tell you this because I want you to know, I'm having my moments. I am having definitely, I can share more of this, but I'm having my tears. I'm having all those things. But again, I am so grateful for these last 3 years and the skill sets that I've been learning and creating and just practicing through I Am Journey, where I didn't even know how to meditate before. You guys, if you follow me for a long time, you're Kelly, you can't even fucking sit still. You're gonna meditate? I mean, I can lay there and just be completely connected. And I've been working on it. And now that life is slapping something really big at me, I have some skill sets that can help it not be so miserable, right? That can assist me to just be a little bit better in the process. And I'm so, so, so thankful for that. So we're in the MRI. I go through this spiritual process and I'm breathing. I feel, I feel good that I'm breathing. So they come out and they tell us it's going to take a little bit more time. 45 more minutes passed. It was a 30-minute test. So, it took a lot more time. And they finally come back out. John and I get to go back. His little body's just like so cute. He's laying there so calm. He's been in pain, you know, with the reverse drowning is what I call it for the last however long. So we got to see him peaceful. And we come back up to the room and we walk in, and there's multiple people in a room, and our doctor introduces himself again. We've met him, and then we get the, hello, I'm the oncologist. At this point, like, I'm like, okay, like I'm trying to hold baby Whitten, and I'm like, I need to sit down. Like, I need to breathe. I need to sit down. I sit down and take some breaths. And we have a meeting that he's got, this is what I knew before. This is what I know now. So I'll tell you what I know now, because who cares about what I knew before. He's got multiple spots in his brain that lit up on the MRI. So his pituitary, a little spot in his pituitary is lit up, which means that's why he has the DH, the central DH, right? Or the DI, because something is going on in his pituitary that's causing him not to produce the ADH, and that is with the light up that's there. So there's something there. There's also like something here and something back here. They think in the bone. So now what? You know, I walked into the hospital on Friday, I don't know what it is, whatever. I walked in the hospital and I was like, my heart was like, look at all these mama bears and all these babies that are sick. And, you know, I'm all about joy and light and finding that and spreading that. And I'm such an empath. It's like, oh man, like being in it for all of us, right? It was like, whoa. So as I'm walking in, I'm like, I'm just sending light to every kid we pass. I'm like, I love it. I love it. Light, light, light to all of these little babies, right? And you walk in as one of the moms that's like feeling those emotions for the families, right? The families that are in and out of the hospital, the families that are there for a reason more than a dehydration test. And then, you know, a day later, I'm the families. We have an oncologist, we have a neurologist, we have a endometriosis and endocrinologist. I call it the wrong thing every single time. We have a full, huge ass team of doctors. The reason I didn't go on at 8 is because our neurosurgeon came in to talk to me. So I'm sharing all this, you guys, and I don't have any answers. I don't know yet. They gave us one possibility, and they had us kind of clinging onto it, something called LCH. But the doctor was like, look, that's one thing out of many things. There's a lot of different things. There's unknowns right now. So all we can do is pray and visualize the light and visualize his little bones healing. And I know, you guys, I've seen this before, and I know that's a possibility, that prayer can heal, and visualizing that occurring, like being connected with that, can heal his little bones. And the other thing that I've been doing that you guys are welcome to do, and I would love it, is I've been and these are like all of our I Am Journey practices, right? I've been finding my anchor point in the future. Like I see Whitten John, and he is a 35-year-old man, and he's a doctor now, right? And this has led him to this passion where he's helping other children who have gone through something. And I see his like bright light. And then I've had other visions of like seeing him being this like really influential, powerful, like motivator, like, you know, person who's reaching out, something like me, right? So I've seen these like different anchor points. So if you want to, energy is real. We're energy beings, and our energy flows where we're bringing, you know, where we're pulling, we're bringing. So all of us doing this together brings bright light and bright energy into our space, right? So we don't know. Our PET scan is scheduled for tomorrow. So we'll have a PET scan of his full body. They need to make sure they check everything everywhere. After that, they'll see what the easiest point is to do a biopsy. So they'll keep us here until they do the biopsy. At that point, they'll figure out what it is. Then we figure out what our plan of action is, and then we know what the next step is. Where we're at. I want to bring bright light. I want to bring love, and I want to bring positive vibrations to our space so we can keep bringing that to my baby. That doesn't mean that I'm not crying, obviously. That doesn't mean that I'm not having breakdowns. That doesn't mean that I'm not sad. I have totally my moments, and when I feel it, I release and I cry. So I'll be walking around. I'm not bipolar, you guys, but I'm walking around and I'm smiling, happy one minute, and the next I've just got like tears everywhere, and then I snap right back into the other piece. That's where I'm at, right? I believe God has a plan. We're all God's angels. He is, somebody sent my mom a prayer, like he is the greatest physician. Our lives are in his hand. my life this moment is in his hand. Your life is in his hand this moment, right? We're facing a medical situation. Is it scary? Fuck yes, it's scary. We have no idea what's going on. It is scary, right? But when he wants to take us, he will take us. However he wants to take us. And I don't think Whitten John is going to be, it's not taken because we're never taken, right? We're always together. We're always together. But I'm going to just say it out loud because I have to keep reminding myself we are all his. And that's where we're at. We're letting go of our shit as much as we can. I do believe that the stuff that you carry is influential to them. So, you know, we're just making some life changes, working on our communication, on our own health. Like, I don't know, like I know our family's going to undergo a lot of different changes when you see us again. Maybe we're not the same family that we were before. Maybe, not partying, taking more vitamins. I already take my vitamins, eating healthy. It just changes you right away, right? Like letting go of all of that and just holding on to the positive, bright light of God. So there's that piece of it. I believe and I trust in him. And I believe in your guys' light and the prayers that you guys are giving out. So this is where we're at this minute. I am so thankful to have had this much time to share with you guys, because usually it's 30 seconds here and there. Today is a day to party for us. Today is a day to celebrate our lives. Today is a day for us we're going to continue to work on his ADH and just make sure that we're regulating everything. So we're going to be downstairs playing. We're going to do checks every 4 hours. Children's is freaking phenomenal. So we have full space that we'll go and we'll just hang out and do our thing. And some friends will come over and we're just going to do that. And then we'll get ready for our scan tomorrow and keep praying for it. I don't know how I'm going to update next and what the rapidness of it is going to be, but I will do my best. I know that you guys have nothing but light and love for our family. So I will keep you guys posted of things I'm going to share with my family and, our group, and then bring stuff to you guys. But visualize light, love, light, love, light, love. Trust in God, you guys. He's good. He's great. You gotta let go and let God. Keep us in your prayers. We're gonna pray together. I don't care who you believe in. We're gonna do this. Dear God, thank you for this moment. Thank you for this exact moment. Thank you for Whitten John's thirst that he gets to quench this morning. Thank you for our doctors. Thank you for the medicine. Thank you for our accommodations. Thank you for our team of doctors. Thank you for our new nurse and our nurse last night. Thank you for water. Thank you for his DI that brought us to the hospital so you could find what you need to fix. Thank you for our strength. Thank you for our love. Thank you for our positivity. Thank you for the skills that I've learned over the last few years of being able to handle and cope this as best as I can. Thank you for my community and for everyone watching and for all of you out there. And thank you for all of the light and love being poured in. Thank you for today that we get to go and just party with our friends and just be happy and just love and play in the grass and throw the football. And thank you that we get to have tests tomorrow. And I pray, Lord, that the tests come back clean and that it's something that is treatable and curable and something that his little body is going to just not thrive from or survive from, but thrive from, and step into the light of his life, that he's going to be incredible. But with, Lord, I believe in you, and I know that you have everything in all of our interests in all of us, and you hold us in your hands. God, I love you so much. Thank you, God. I love you guys. Amen. I'll update you later. Bye.